Right, this is where the save saved up to before, which was just before we were going to do the bailing. So yeah, it is definitely the bailer. So with that in mind, what we're going to do is whatever it is, whether it's a bailing issue on the map or it's just, I could do loose, but what I thought I'd do is, in that case, we're going to do something a bit different. I'm going to go for the mover, which we sort of briefly saw in one of the other episodes, because it dodges the bullet. So yeah, we sort of really don't need the windrower either. So yeah, it's true. Let's do this a different way, because it's not about making money or anything like that. So this is more now about expediency. We know there's a fault. Probably will get fixed, but again, as a content creator, I haven't got time to faff around and wait for things like that to happen. So therefore, we've got to go with like what things are. So Pottinger, yeah, sell you. Yeah, and I know we're losing that extra 10%, but it's not about that at all. We don't need the... no. We could for... no, we don't. We really don't. We never need it if we're using the mover. It's why I do love it. And I do realise we do own this Skoda Enyaq Coupe, which is sitting in the car park, yeah, as well. So is there anything else that we like need? I think it was just those two. No, Baylor. Yeah, it's the Baylor as well that we need, as well, which is the... Fent, Cylon, Lizard. That's it. That's the one. Which we didn't long actually buy, but yeah. So whatever the fault is now, it's now not going to be a fault, because we're not going to do that. It is going to sort of change things up a little bit, but I thought, I'm not prepared to keep losing like episodes. I'd said also, I'd apologise for confusing everybody, because I said, I'm not going to show the other episodes. I thought, well, there's bits that make no sense unless you do show. And this is what I say, it's a bit of a jigsaw, a let's play really, and without certain bits it makes no sense. But then you get the silly content creator like me who says, I'm not going to show this, and then like I think afterwards, well actually it's actually more sensible to do that than it is not to. So then let's grab, let's also make sure we haven't actually left that anywhere. Let's grab the mover. I don't like to bring this in all the time, but this actually is perfect for this type of problem where it was caused by some sort of bail issue. Whether that it could be again, you've got it can't. I mean, I've used G866 mods at lots of other places. It's never gone wrong. Could be the map, might not be the map. But what I'm trying to say is we don't know. It could be any one. I have used it on other maps and I've never had any issues with it. So to play it safe, we'll grab the mover. That way I'm dodging any bullets to do with bail counts and bailers and maybe the map as well, because I'm not actually doing anything. It didn't go wrong when we went loose, and if it does, then we know that it really has absolutely nothing whatsoever to do with that particular point. Right, so then, I do love using this. I need to put a work light on it still. Yeah, it's yeah, because obviously I drive around as a vehicle. That's one thing I did different to everybody else who's actually done one of these. Although I don't know what the other person's. I've not actually loaded that one. I've just seen that there was another mod. Mine has been in the mod hub longer, but yeah, Giant's thrown mine out, so I have no idea. You know, like what's I'm not. Ooh, okay, what's that about? What have we hit? That's, and it is actually this too. That's a bit odd. We were like nowhere near that. And we were like, oh, do you know, the wheels are wide, I suppose. Oh, do you know, seriously, this is not what I was trying to do. What did you do? For half of the session, I was actually battling with a bridge. Oh. It's more than that. It is. It's not what you think it is. Wow. It's like some sort of low collision or something that you probably would never know unless you've got something like this. That is definitely something I've found now then. This is truly going to, like, make things... Now, we're not very far from the farmyard. We could actually go to that one. And we do want to stick that out as well, which makes it very useful. We're going to try it without... Yeah, I know, but it's 3 dimensions. Right, let's see if this can manage on its own. Did we put the... No, we were going... Yeah, it's a long time back, but this actually crashed, because obviously it shows how quickly it was that the baler affected it. Although it didn't crash and burn until the end of the session, it really did affect it almost immediately. It just was not so bad that it totally crashed things, but it was bad enough that really it did, yeah, crash things and would not allow the saving. Which is, it surprised me, because I thought we'd seen more saves than that, but obviously not. It's only one of the very early saves that it actually did. So even though I'm trying my best not... Now that is the point. Did we stick the... Yeah, because we've got the productions and that. Did we manage to stick the... Yeah, no, that's down as well. Yeah, it's not... It's weird. I thought we did that later in the session. It does make you wonder sometimes whether certain things that go outside of the save, because I swear that we did that after the crash where we got to on this, so it makes you wonder. Obviously the XMLs, I think they exist. Oh no, because you break the save. Yeah, it is a bit. Yeah, that is actually true. You do. So I'm not sure how it works, because your save contains everything, the ground layer, the whole shebang for the map, so I can't really see that it's... Yeah, I don't know how it would work other than that. I'm not going to time-lapse this, so I apologise for the fact that yeah, we've seen this, well, a couple of errors, but hopefully now that we know what it is, and I've always did suspect it was the baler. I did say that the first time, but I didn't check, and last time I used my noddle as a modder and actually checked to see, you know, like what was it actually, and it really was the baler, as I thought. We don't seem to be getting much... Right, they're medium fields, aren't they, really? Right, so then, I love it. Yeah, I've made this quite fast in reverse. Again, I'm not sure whether this is another thing that, again, Giants... Their rules sometimes, that goes beyond their rules. If someone doesn't match, like, with their hidden criteria, then it's not going to fly. So I'm not... Yeah, I seem to like... oh, it's difficult to actually see. It's further back. I'm normally better at that than that, but this is, yeah, a bit of a tighter target. Right, blocked by an object. Oh, it can't cope with the header. Its own header. So just got that last little bit to do. I'm quite very nicely surprised by the Jerringhoff header, though. That was a real nice surprise. Yeah, he did. He left a bit down this end as well. Quite pleased with this. I don't know that it's getting mucky. Yeah, I know. I might have actually done something a bit special. Yeah, as in, like, it doesn't get mucky, and which, again, Giants will tell me off for if this ever gets released on the module, so... Now, my sound seems a bit better this time. Yeah, I can actually hear things. The Xylon's the worst. I am wondering whether I actually did do the sound files from the Xylon and put it in the pod, in which case it really won't. Yeah, it needs those sound files, which would explain why it's very quiet. But I'm sure I heard some sound, but I don't know, I might be imagining it. It's not a terribly loud tractor anyway, but it's definitely louder than I can hear it in the game, so I will be investigating. Right, let's grab this last little bit. And this time we're going to stick it in the trailer. Yeah, I'm going to run this. You may have wondered, why did you put the harvester down at the... Well, this is the last of our harvest. I thought, well, I'll run the header across, and I'll also put it down in case we get a header over the winter. then I can like stick it, grab the. I mean, I suppose it's true actually. Yeah, do we really need to do that? Well, I suppose we're down there. That's what I was thinking. The fill plane's a bit weird. I took it from another one thinking it was better, but I'm not sure it is. So again, this is a bit of deja vu because we have actually gone further forward than this last time. We do need to, I do love the grass in the yeah, typical. I'm glad in in the Netherlands that it's as bad as Britain on some of the B roads. Yeah, there's certainly patches of like grass growing in some of our B roads. The single track roads in Great Britain, they're not the best. I mean, some of our A roads are a little bit ropey, but right, so let's return this. Yeah, I can't make this out. I was literally sort of looking in editing earlier at like, well, where do I put this? Because sometimes it goes in the box and it doesn't like it. Sometimes it goes out the box and it can't see it. Other times it will. So again, it suggests to me that there's something not quite right on the map. We're going to save. No, we have actually got the auto save going, haven't we? So I think we're happy with that. But I am. It's true. It's no, I don't think it was a terrible idea. Let's grab that. I think we could probably just about manage to get in that because there's a bit of side room on this for end one where we can sort of sneak in. And let's close that. And do our steps go down as well? No, they don't. Oh. Ah, they do as you get out. I like it. Don't know how that person's getting in their car, but and we're a bit. But I think we can do a better job than that. No, it's the rules like, yeah, we need to. We can do a better job than we just need to like really come in at it like that. Do you know, I don't know how to do some things sometimes. Right, okay. Well, the idea was good. It was. I was trying to be kind. Right, so then, let's just finish off that bit of straw that's left on the field. Yeah, this does get stuck on ruts on the field, and if there's any little nasty bumps, it does get stuck. But yeah, I made it into, again, I don't know where the giants are, but I mean, the pre-mines are solid. You could, engineering-wise, stick a 50 horsepower engine on this, and your worker could jump on it. I didn't bother to do the actual 3D graphics of the worker. I thought we could all, like many of the other sort of things, just imagine that that's what's really happening, because the game does allow for that kind of sort of thing, so that's what I'm going with. So yeah, I just need the work light, and then as far as I'm concerned, I'm quite happy with this. And whether any of my mods ever make it to the mod hub is really in the hands of giants, who seem to have their own agenda. I mean, they demand perfection, which I can understand that, but there's also a rule book that's not written. That there's yeah, a bit of. Oh, it's going to rain in a bit. Did we get on any further than this on the... Yeah, the main one. I can't remember. No, we did. Yeah, we went through to... We got to a done because we did see the corn thing. And I put my... now that's a true test. Because I put the sell point down. Now, if that's missing, then we know that it really is still a time-based thing and it's nothing to do with, like, placeables and things like that. But it is true. It all resides in the same folder. So I think it obviously... I must have done that earlier in the session than I am actually thinking. So we should see... Which we can't. So it does prove it later in the session. We didn't have that. Yeah, that's not there anymore. So let's go and sort that out. Because we can't see any prices unless we put that sale point down. So then, again, feelings of deja vu. We need to grab the level. Well, at least we know what to do because we've already done it. So we just want to go a little bit over there. But not a lot. And then that should be fine. And self-marketing. I say that I was talking about this, wasn't I? I am going to... Yeah, we don't care about the rock. The rock can stay there. I'm quite happy with the rock to remain. Fantastic. And we do a little bit of painting. And we are going to stick to that very nice thing that I actually do like. I'm quite taken by this. But it is realistic as well, as I was sort of saying last. So it is like a thing that they often put on car parks. And if you did stones first, you would see that mostly it gets done with stones. So yeah, I mean, right, fantastic. So self-marketing, we can now see the price, and we'll go through till tomorrow morning. I believe we will have fed the animals because we coasted because we'd already filled the animals. Yeah, and we did actually manage to do our new animals, which we've only just bought literally a matter of minutes ago as far as the game is concerned. So I imagine, yeah, that's right. Now, the one thing that is strange, and you will still see that this is true, is that if you go through till tomorrow, now then, we don't want to be using that one because we found out that it does not like to play ball with... No, why did we leave the other tractor? We left it. No, it's the Massey. Where's the... You're there. No, you're not. It's there. That's it. That's the one I've lost. Yeah, that's what I needed for. That one definitely can do that. Nope. We've done it already. We're on the ball. Did we switch the milk and everything on? Yeah, we were talking about... Well, yeah, we did. We did all of that. So that's all good too. Apart from the chocolate, which we are umming and ahhing about. It is true. I might actually do what I said. I thought that was not a terrible thing. I'd have to increase the price on this a little though, because then it would have a tiny sugar mill in it. That, you know, just a sugar machine to make that sugar specifically for this particular thing, which I don't think is a terrible idea, really. Yeah, I've done the same on the... I've got a bit of a mill going to produce the flour for bits and bobs on the luxury desserts mod that I've made. So, yeah, right. So then, I haven't used that for a while, actually, for a few Let's Plays that I do really like. I haven't used a small cannery either, so we could do vegetables or new vegetables or both. Yeah, but again, we're going to see what we get. I often... Yeah, if we get certain things in the sales, I will probably go that way. Now, are we not going to do what we did last time, which I thought was a sensible thing to do, which is to grab that over the road and start... Yeah, so 11,000... Now, the other discrepancy I found was... I never thought scanning the fields made any difference at all, and yet, when I scanned the fields, I had more straw. And I'm like, huh? What? How can scanning the fields affect what has already gone down? Well, it's a game. It runs on a different set of rules to the ones that you think it runs on. So that sort of proves it. We had more straw. More grass, I think it was, actually. Oh, I cannot feel like I remember now then. Yes, it is small. It's got a very narrow... Yeah, I'm a bit far out, actually. Yeah, I need to improve it a little. It's a bit too temperamental, and that's my fault. I've gone like too silly. Alright, so then let's stick the corn one on, because I don't think it will remember that one. And we were going to... Didn't we? Yeah, we did all that lime work and everything, didn't we? Put the stones in, which it's remembered. Huh? Hang on a minute. How can it... See, this is what I'm saying. It's almost like it does store some of the information somewhere else. I know we didn't. No, that's not the corn one on. So we didn't put the... No, that's the wheat one. Yeah, no, it hasn't. That's definitely remembered the last time. So we did do the herbicide, I believe, already. Yeah, we did. So that's off. And we did switch it off, and it is off. So that's fantastic. Right, brilliant. We did stick that away, but then it caused us grief. So we do want... Yeah, let's leave this out. Let's stick it in the middle. And we'll grab the plough, and we'll plough across the road. Yeah, we may make... Obviously, we've got a bit of slurry and a bit of manure coming through now. We may make a bit of solid fertiliser for ourselves. I apologise for my clumsiness. Yes, well... always a nasty habit of staying well too high. Right, okay then. I think we limed as well, didn't we, on this one last time? So we were, yeah, we did, because I remember saying it. Right, so let's grab the Xylon. Do that too, and I'm going to do this myself. But I'm not going to faff around. No, it's that's right. I caused myself grief. I've done it better this time, because last time we left the lorry in the way. See, deja vu sometimes does come in handy. It's true, actually, it does. Also, there is a bit of lime outside, just on the other side of the wall, that this can actually see, so we will fill that up too. Not bad. Yeah, we won't waste. Yeah, we've not. I don't think we've got the lime done. Oh, I must have knocked the way over. Terror you are. Right, let's grab that. I don't think we need it all, but yeah, I will be having a look at this. It's just, as I said, it's strange. I've had a couple of days off, and I've just not been very well at all. I got great plans on doing a massive amount of work, massive amount of modding, a bit of work as well, but really, it's been I've just been awful. Yeah, I just not felt. I've done the episodes because I can sort of. Obviously, I've been doing the content now for a long time, so you sort of gain a skill, as in like it becomes a part of you that doesn't require so much attention as other things, whereas the modding's new, that requires a lot of thought, so therefore I've not felt up to that because it's not a skill I've mastered. I'm putting it simply, but yeah, it's pretty much that, really. I mean, there's still an emotional parts to doing like content and anything like that, but for the main, it is true. Let's see if we can avoid whacking the tractor this time, not like last time where we interrupted their workflow rather a bit. Although we did have to go back at the end because I'd missed a bit, so at least we've done that this time. Yeah, so we really now should be about caught up. It always freaks me out, though, when you have these sessions where lots of times you get problems and you're not sure where they're coming from, even though, like, I do know that, where they're coming from. Roughly, it was definitely bailing. We saw that, but I don't know, anything else. So, right, so that's that done as well. It does seem that if you let it drop off, it looks awful, and I do apologise, although it really shouldn't do it. It has got I added the support pack afterwards because it was like even worse than this without the support arms. But like when I put the support arms in, I expected it to fix everything, and it really doesn't. I have no idea what that. But if you let it go, it just falls itself. I've no idea why it does it. Oh, and the other thing is, I was saying, why did I put some eyelets on it? Well, because they actually are guiding eyelets. I do say this, if I do something on a model, I like to make it real. So that would have eyelets. So when they disappear, and they're obviously in real life, they will be taken off, if such a thing existed, then yeah, obviously that eyelet would still exist for the pole to go through when you actually put that down. So it is realistic. It's just I'd forgotten. But as I was saying it, I was thinking, I'm sure you should know. Sure you should know why those eyelets are a thing. But obviously, yeah, escaped my notice. That was not a really very well done thing. Right, smashing. So I would say our is about to finish. Probably last but one. Yeah, a little bit left. We will wait. We shall, because then at least the jobs. No, it's all right. We will go through. We're going to jump across the road to the house where we're going to visit and not sell, and we are going to go through till the morning because we've checked our animals and everything is okay. Yeah, what I was going to say was, the sales in the morning, unless this has been changed, this is a good test to see, are the sales still totally random? as they were all the way through FS22 and so far through FS25, having done quite a few tests of this, so far it has been still unique. Which I like, because it's a random factor. Ooh. Anybody who's a bit superstitious, that's not a terribly auspicious number. Well, that's definitely completely different from last time. That we're going to have. Definitely. Without a shadow of a doubt. Yep. You see, now we know what our specialism is. Yeah, we'll buy those to sell. And that too. Fantastic. And let's go down the shop. So we know what we're going into now. We're going in potato. Well, I think we'll do some poplars. When do we plant poplars? I think poplars are one of those things you can like plant pretty much anywhere. I think. I don't do them often enough. I keep saying this. Ends in August. So we can plant in March. It's a long wait, but this is supposed to be the European map. Well, no, I'm not going to say supposed to be. It is. Yeah, we're not going to go on and then not say anything like that. It is what it is. So yeah, that is our specialism. We've got potatoes. There are a few other mods. I haven't done a potato mod per se, but there is a chip one already. So yeah, I will probably be leaning on that. I'm trying to think, have I got a potato one? No. We have got one. I must have, because I've got it on. We've did potatoes in the cannery, and so soup, of course, potato soup. So we could do that. But yeah, well, I'm definitely going to do poplars without a shadow of a doubt. I've been wanting to do them for a while. So let's grab you, and we'll check the animals. Oh, I've knocked the cones off. My bad. Yeah, so this is obviously Pelenier. Now this is going to confuse everyone. I apologise for this in advance. Now Pelenier is one of my ones, like a lot of the Let's Plays, that I'm releasing bit by bit. So that means I'm going to be talking about Pelenier being finished, and you're all going to go, huh? It's not finished at all. No, it's not, in so much as what's been aired. But this I've done a lot later than Pelenier, but this is going to be aired sooner, because the first few sessions I'm going to air straight away. But obviously it's going to go on for a lot longer. So then, once I've done this first few sessions, I'm going to... No, I was going to say it's just dragging. It's just because it's not part of the... It's not on the back of its thing. Yes, I'd apologise for the confusion in advance, because obviously Pelenier is not finished from your perspective, although I have finished recording it. It is waiting to be aired. So this is sort of a sneak preview of this, and it will be aired like all of my other Let's Plays, where once we've done this initial... so we can see that one, but we can't see the other one, so that's too far forwards. Right, okay, well we're learning about placement and all the rest of it. No, you see that it's weird. It doesn't always follow the same pattern. This is what I'm saying. It's a bit random. It sort of, one time you put it in the box and it sees it. Another time you put it in the box, it doesn't see it. Okay, let's try and put that in the box. But it doesn't always matter. I put things in the box. I was looking in editing and thinking, you put it in the box that time and it still did not appear. Yeah, you see? Didn't care. It's random. It's sort of like... Yeah, I mean, that's all it shows is that yellow box. So that is the guide. It's almost like the guide's in the wrong place. But, right, so let's go and repair that beautiful bit of kit. So we're going to do poplars, and we are going to do potatoes. Now, poplars are very long-term goal, as we all know, which means it's a good job that we have actually got what we've got already to sell. Yeah, I mean, literally, it's going to... That's our main thing until the cows really sort of come into their own. That just really start to do well. Do we? Could you do sugar cane on a... No, I don't think so. It's a shame, because I love sugar cane. It's more America's, and... Yeah, I mean, this is Northern Europe. This is more like British... type weather, not exactly, but very similar. So really, now this is true. Will we see this or not? It's at random. Fantastic. So we'll leave that ready for somebody from the farm to grab in a little while. Right, okay then, so let's pop over to the farm. Right, let's grab the... It's the only thing that confuses me is the fact that you can auto readily jump into that. But it's one of those things, right? So we don't want that. We have got the other one. I think it is that way around. It is, so we do want to be going from this side. So yeah, it's a shame about the telehandler. I think I had this one once before and it was exactly the same sort of thing, which is why I think subconsciously I really knew that already. Oh wow, that's a goodly amount of milk. Yeah, it is a bit of a shame. It is strange. It is true. What I was saying, I wasn't having a go at the mod. Obviously, everyone does their own thing, but obviously, Giants sort of like want you to follow the guidelines and remember it is a game. Whereas this is like someone's decided, well, in Europe we don't have water buffaloes, so I'm not having water buffaloes. Well, yeah, but it is a game too. And you could probably, well, you could, if you were really determined. Let's be honest. There's lots of cow brands that started in one country in Europe, but they go all the way across the world. Once someone thinks, oh, they're really good milk, or they make butter stupendously fantastic, trust me, they get imported or exported, and you'll find them in all sorts of far-flung parts of the world because people aren't silly where business is concerned. There's a lot of cash to be made in rare breeds, so people are aware of this. So although there may be import costs and all the rest of it, if it sells for twice as good as another breed, then you would be a sensible person to probably do that, really. Yeah, we've still not made the TMR. We do really want to be doing that, though. So, ooh, it's only 10 tons. Wow, so we really could just... What about straw? Straw is 21 out of 38, so in the morning, because we're not going to be able to dump all of that. Right, fantastic. So November, we've done all of the field work. We're not cutting the grass again. We will shift the fence out, because then I won't be tempted to keep using it over this end. So it is sort of still a tractor-ish, but yeah. Again, it's wheels though. There's only certain tasks that these can do on the fields if you're going to use one as a tractor. Now let's just pick that up. I'm not sure. I might actually get away with grabbing that on those. No, can't. I think I've tried that once before. Now then, trying to think how you do this. I think it is at right angles. So you should pretty much... Yeah, there's one thing I don't like of it. It's one of those, another one where... Now then, it might not like this. It might not survive. It did. You were alright, you got away with it. Yeah, I don't like these control group malarkeys. Never have done. With the Syntrack, which is sadly missing so far. I would imagine that's a very complex mod. And I'd imagine... Well, I'm hoping it comes in because... Oh, okay. My bad. Got sucked into the body. It has actually got collisions, or should have, or maybe not. But perhaps this is one that got missed. Actually, maybe some of them have definitely got collisions. The newer models. Apologise for bursting the immersion bubble there. Right, and so then we did the sales. We've bought and sold. Now then, we should see the price of the mineral feed now, and it is green right now, and it is actually higher than it should be. So, you know what? I reckon we ought to sell. I do. I think that would be a sensible thing for us to do. And let's grab the lead tractor, because it does make the most sense that this would be the one that would do this. Yeah, those mulching things, they do like make a bit of a mess if you don't like get rid of them. So do you know what? Let's just... those that we're passing, I know we've missed the other one. The stones are all little stones at the minute, so we could roll them in. For once, it might be not a bad idea if we, like, bought or leased a roll-on. We have, for once, actually got some cash, and we should have some more cash in a minute. It is weird how sometimes a let's play, some let's plays fight you tooth and nail, and you like seem to not do very well financially, and then others seem to. It was the last time I came on a. Oh, was it this one? No, it's slightly different. I came on one of these maps, and it was a different name actually. And I was going hard economy, and I was like saying, "Oh, this is going to be really tough." And then I got a field with a one of the big generators, the big windmills, and it made me over the winter $1.5 million or something silly. So I just downed tools. And obviously I got a couple of comments to say, yeah, which I was in total agreement. That's why I never carried on, because I was like, going, yeah, this is going to be really tough because it's hard economy. And then, like, I went through the winter and bang, I was a millionaire overnight. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, so much for that. It is a bit of a strange one when you like do these aspersions and then actually it goes completely the different way than you expected it to go. So yeah, like this. We have gone into potatoes and we're going to do the poplars. I'm going to do the poplars, I think. This field is out the way, and it is true what I was saying. This is then a field that we can always go through. It probably would make sense if we did actually buy. What is in that field? Grass, strangely enough. Well, we could actually buy that. Do it once next year. I've not seen the prices yet, have we? Oh, very reasonable. We will indeed buy that field. So we have now. So that's going to be popular. So that's going to be out of action for a while. So that replaces that field. We'll do a grass cut before we actually do anything. We'll buy the data just so as we can hit the ground running straight away. Purchase soil information. Oh, someone's worked on it. It's got 57 already. Yeah, you see, other people working on things does things too then. Wow, we've hardly done anything on that. Well, I was saying this is another factor. On Lady Hill, some of the fields we've done no work on at all have got like 97. And then another field that we've been working on. See, that's gone below par, and we've actually done a lot of work on that. Is that because we did use the plough on it or something, and it wasn't liking it? That's another point as well. We should really be putting the ploughing on. Yeah, I don't think I did sort of showed that, did I? But it's always off by default, isn't it? I think it's in game settings. I think, yeah. Now let's just check our fields, because that immediately switches half of your fields on needing ploughing, usually. Let's have a look. I'm imagining that, yeah, let's switch that off. Oh, my life. Field 34. No, that is the, yeah. That is the grass field. Yeah, we'll lift it up, and we are going to change it anyway. This is, oh no, we did say we're going to keep this one. Oh, it's so annoying. Why do I have to lift the grass? Oh, it is what it is. Get over it. See, I'm my own worst critic, definitely. Right, well, let's go through. We've done the animals, which was a nice, easy job to do. Everything's, yeah, completely done. We need a bit of straw in the morning. Let's go through and see the cows over there. My old favourite breed. I do still love them, but I mean, yeah, I've got to be honest. I fell in love with the water buffaloes. I tried them early on, and I thought, oh, the milk yield on these is really poor. But then I thought, hang on a minute, that butter's making a bit quick, innit? What's that about? Well, it's, yeah, it's because it's their superpower. They don't care that the milk's not terribly good. They really just make a lot of butter from it. It's very creamy milk, so that is a bit special. It really is. Right, so then. What is that? Is that a dumper? And it holds 5.4 cubic meters. No, it's not even got a hitch either, has it? So it's not very useful. Not very useful to sell. And we are steering clear of balers on this Let's Play. It's not worth sort of buying, I don't think. We do need a few more tractors, though. I think this is the 181 max power, if I remember rightly. 180, yeah, so 70,500 and 180 horsepower, which on this is not too terrible. Yeah, we will go medium. Beacon light 7, it has got beacons and they were free, and yeah, without penguin. No idea what that means. Oh, yeah, I do know what that means. Okay, rubber boots. We've got some things we've got for free. Underbody light. Ooh. Okay, 3 colours sounds good to me. Front grille lights, yellow, 3 colours, flags. Oh yeah, I like it. Very snazzy. Additional display without, radio without, logo front. Oh yeah, just that little bit. No, I think for $250 it's a bit, or €250, it's a bit. We don't need a front loader attacher. That we will buy 99,028 euros for a beautiful Fendt 180 horsepower. Done. We're saying how many Fendts I seem to be getting on the Let's Plays this time, and I have got lots of manufacturers. It just seems to favour the Fendts a lot for some reason. I don't know why. That's quite good. So it is December. Let's get the animals done. And oh, I thought we were selling that. I'm going to say, talk about goldfish bowl. Right, yeah, it's actually done that itself. So we don't need to do anything apart from the straw, and we do need to sell. Yeah, like we were going to do. Oh, yeah, we would have. Wow, they're not eating a lot. We're going to use that as the TMR dumper, right hand side. So that should be about right-ish. It's hard to see, actually. Ah, it's a little further out than you think. Yeah, we'll grab some straw. Yeah, I'm enjoying the modding. I'm just not enjoying the giant side of it. It's, yeah, they're very, very demanding, and I found quite rude. And childish. I will definitely say that, and I would stick to like what I mean by that. Yeah, I tested 2 mods and put 2 mods back in after like Giants like pointed out the errors, and they threw all of my mods out, and I'm like, hang on a minute, I only put 2 back in. What? So why are you throwing them out in a fit of pique? All of my mods. So yeah, I was not very well impressed with Giant Software, can I say? And I thought, well, if they don't want my mods, I'm not being nasty, then I'm just going to carry on being a modder. As I love the creative side of this, it really is. I mean, some of the models now are getting quite good, but following Giant's guidelines to be Mr. Perfect, everything's got to be perfect. Well, yeah, that I'm not so impressed with. Really, it's difficult for an imperfect human being to actually create perfect things. I can see some of the guidelines, some of what they're saying. It's not all Giants as well. Yeah, there is certain aspects that I do agree with them about. Now, are we going to sell our? Yeah, can we please do the job that we're supposed to be doing? Yeah, some of their points I am going to take on the chin and say, yeah, no, they had a point. So I still say it was childish, I do, and I think I have got a very valid point, because I don't ever bandy anything around like that, and I don't like bad-mouthing anybody unless it really is warranted, and I do think it is, because why would everything get thrown out for like, oh wow, it's like 2 and a bit. You know, we ought to be switching off the corn one, because that also that's done too, and so is that. So that's everything done. Silage is up to 168,000 litres, so we need to make some TMR now. Mineral feed, lime 41 tons, herbicide 34 tons. We've still got 14 tons of digestate left. Wow. And 68 tons of straw. Mind you, yeah, we did do the other field, so I suppose that it does make a bit of sense, really. Yeah, so whether or not, I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. I don't mean it funny. I know modders can, and not everyone may know this. You do get paid for modding. I don't know how much. I have no idea, because at no point. I already have a job. I'm not looking for a replacement job. So I, unlike other modders who may actually do it as a living, I'm not doing it for that reason. So I don't particularly care two hoots about that. And it could be like I get paid 10 pence. So until you actually get paid, we did. No, that should have been all right. It is a bit. Yeah, it is always a bit funny. That rock might be in the way a bit. Yeah, it is a bit temperamental anyway. Yeah, I'm sorry. Then you're right in the way anyway, so we're going to try this from another angle. Yeah. Apologies, though, Steel. Yeah, I think we've got time. Let's have a go. Yeah, it might be better like this rather than like that. But I need to be a bit tighter as well. Yeah, it is. I need to make this a bit bigger. It's funny, like in a lot of times, you get this sort of instance where you're like right against a wall and a big rock. It really does make a bit more sense that we make this a bit, yeah, make it a bit bigger, I think. Oh, wow. Bit of an environmental reward too. Yeah, it is. It's a good little business. And it's one of those businesses that, bearing in mind, almost all map makers will give you a field. Frequently it's wheat because of when it's harvested. Sometimes it's barley, but not so frequently. But other times it's corn. And sometimes it's, well, I mean, you can buy fields all over the map. What I'm talking about, the map makers themselves will frequently give you corn or wheat. So it really does go to sort of say that it's not a bad little... Is that supposed to be like that? Am I not seeing... I thought it was a bit more physical than that, but perhaps not. So we really want to be going straight on at the road and then like coming in back at an angle to get this right. We need to yield to cars because it's not fair. Yeah, one thing I do admire, the map maker has the amount of cars that come down the road. Yeah, there's some maps where you're on a little tiny B road and you've got like 9 million cars coming at you all the time, and I'm like, seriously? Yeah, there's the certain like tracks where you think, well, if we got one car every half an hour, you'd probably be about right. Oh, wow, my life, the money is good. But again, we have got to sort of coast a bit on this because, yeah, we're not necessarily going to earn... Yeah, I mean, the poplars are going to be a long time coming, or we've replaced the field that we're going to rip out with the poplars. That should be the last bit. It's still nearly a full amount. Oh, he's doing the smoke and everything. I've had trouble with some of the loading and unloading, because obviously, seriously, they don't have... I've chosen these models for productions because obviously they're reclaimed silos, and obviously we've used them, which again, it's not... Omatala ran with it first, really. She did the Dovecoat one, which and then she did lots of those types. So again, it's only standing on the shoulders of giants, not Giant Software, but giants. Although I have stood on the shoulders of Giant Software too in quite a few of my mods, so I'm not going to like say that I haven't. But yeah, Omatala had the idea first. But like anything, it was, I mean, Dr. Julie had the idea of the belt system first, but I still thought, I think I could improve on that. He's done a really good job, but I'd like to be able to jump in it. I'd like to be able to drive in that, and I'd like to see how much capacity it's actually got rather than like work it out that it's 8 tons or 9 tons. Or I thought I just want to such, and I also wanted to increase the hopper size by giving it a proper sides to make it increase its capacity. So I did do all of those things and then I released it, but it may never see the light of day other than on my Let's Plays, because as I say, it's all in the hands of Giant Software. Right, so then I think we've got to do the milk, haven't we? Yeah, milk, that's good. Straw is nearly full actually, so let's grab the milk. And we'll also take a look at... yes, we could actually grab the slurry, but it's true, I need another tank as well. So, milk, it's over there. Let's not oversteer either. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how much butter we are making with this, actually, because obviously I know how, if I was using the water buffalo, now this will be interesting to see how, whether this dumps easily or not. Yeah, easily. Very easily. Oh. He says. That's a bit temperamental. I must check that myself. It might have been on the edges of it. I had one a while back where I did this, and some of it was down to the height of the loading. Oh, I'm getting mega boring now, aren't I, with the, like, boring modding stuff. Yeah, I am. I apologise. Right, okay, so then, slurry 53, manure 46, straws up again, so that should be good. So we could actually do a bit of that. Yeah, we could actually also grab, I think, yeah, this is what I keep talking about. I frequently, like, would just dart off, but I don't want to use that tanker, but we could do the hay so that we can actually make our own TMR, because that silage is sitting in there and we're buying TMR, even though it's not terribly dear. Why would you do that when you could actually buy the hay and make your own? And like probably the entire Let's Play, we could actually coast on our own goodies. A bit more than that, I think. So we want to grab at least 4 of these with hay. It is true, I am always been a bit impatient where I want everything to like go quickly. And to be honest, farming's not like that. You can't rush the jobs that you need to do to make your farm effective. So sometimes if it's a session, you're bringing your animals in, then it's a session. It really is as simple as that. And I've got to get better at this kind of sort of doing things like that. Yeah, this is the one that it struggles a bit because the back door is a bit closer than I'd like it to be. Right, so then stick the TMR on. Which, do I need anything special? Just straw. It is, yeah. Is that wrong? Should the silage be more? It's not our front door, I'm just listening. So actually, we could do quite a bit more hay, actually. But we'll do 4 of these to begin with. We won't try to build Rome in a day, as I frequently say. There's no real need. And we'll grab 4 for now and make a goodly amount. Apologies, I just popped down. Yeah, just to make sure everything was okay downstairs. Right, brilliant. So, I've lost count now on how much is going in. We did the TMR, remember. How much? Yeah, we've still got some straw as well, haven't we? That's true, we need more straw. No, yeah, the silage would need to be the straw, 168. Are we going to allow? I think I'm sometimes a bit too stringent on this. So 168 tons. We'll leave the straw as the deciding factor at the minute. And so we don't really need any more of that just yet. So did we do the animals? Yeah, I've confused myself now. Oh, no. On where we got to, because I've totally broken my thoughts. You know, we did do that. TMR's full, straw's full. Yeah, exactly where I thought we were leaving things. It is the month of December. We sold all of our products. It's typical. It's gone really cold today in Britain. It's been roasting, and now your body, like, it's sort of adjusting to like silly, like, cold temperatures again. It's crazy. Right, so then, did we check the sales? We did, and we went, yeah, we're going to leave those 2 alone. And we're going to go through till 9 o'clock. We have sold our produce. We bought another field to replace on. We're going to, like, do for our poplars. I think that has a plough built in, if I remember rightly. Do it. Yeah, let's have a bit of a test. Oh, the snow heard me, didn't it, eh? It heard me. Oh, I love the church. Oh, that's a beautiful thing. Can you visit it? So, it's got to be somewhere over there. That's a gorgeous... Oh, it is. Oh, that's beautiful. Well, what a gorgeous spire. Wow. I love the windows on this. It always amazes me, the vegetables. Take away the religious element and put vegetables in a church of agriculture. Well, it's definitely different. It's in line with the Harvest Festival, I suppose. But yeah, very nice. Very, very Dutch feeling houses. I do like it. Yeah, it is. It's really impressive. So then sales. Oh, okay. Quite a bit, actually. The original Optima RS. Yeah, the 9 meter without. Yeah, we could sell it though. And we could also sell that too, I think. We may, if we're going to do selling, then we may as well actually let's sell it, haven't we, really? That's what I'm thinking. Because I know we've got a lot of cash. It's not really about that. It's bigger than ours, isn't it? Yes, it is. Is that the one with the thing in the middle that affects things? I'm not sure whether that's the one I don't like. It's bigger, though. I think we will do it and we'll swap ours out. We'll sell ours where it is. And the Lake Attack, which last time I had a go of it, I could not remember how to use it. I did once, like, get it working, and then last time I couldn't. Are we going to be able to manage this little lot? By tomorrow morning, I'd say not. At the minute, it's not too thick, but yeah, so we've got a fence, haven't we, as well? Lake Attack will pick up with this, so we'll come and grab that beautiful windrower. We can grab the... Yeah, let's leave the fence something. That's self-propelled. And yeah, actually, we'll take the Lake Attack. The Fent can grab the RS, and the yeah, we'll leave the blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that right. For anybody who understands garbage, so like, we want to sell the. Or we don't want to, but obviously it is a little bit bigger, the one that we've got. So no, that's the one we've just bought. We want to sell the. We don't want to, but yeah, we're going to. Lizard. Well, no, we did sell it. Yeah, we don't need it. So actually, we're going to sell that too. Yeah, I keep forgetting. We don't need it anymore. We've got rid of all baling and loose type elements because we know that there's a problem on the map. So why would you not? Yeah, so we don't need this at all. So it's literally just to sell everything. Oh, well. Oh, wow. 16, 17 centimetres of snow expected. We really ought to. Yeah, this might be the last time over the winter that we can. Some wise person has left that in the way. I wonder who that was. Now this may take a bit of manoeuvring. And also it's hard to see where the. Yeah, it seems to be worse with this type of thing, but it was an awful long way forward, so let's have a look. Can it see it? Perhaps it needs to be in contact with the ground. Well, maybe roughly. Right, let's grab the Pharisin, I remembered finally its name. No. Yep. I've never had one of these. Mr. LP used them on a few of his Let's Plays. He actually likes them. I'm not... yeah, I suppose it's another vehicle. There are advantages to it. It's just that the price difference, the fact that they've got a vehicle on them is obviously quite a lot dearer, which you'd expect it to be. And I just think, well, I think I'd sooner settle for my tractor. Oh. Right, should be about right. Yeah, so this might be the last run that we do at the minute, because we might not actually... so, yeah, you... We'd forgotten about the Manitou. We've been a bit spoilt with telehandlers, haven't we? We've had loads of them. This does take me back. Yeah. I got to be honest, I do miss that. I do like this particular type, the articulated. They take some getting used to, but they are, once you get used to them, which I haven't, they are a beautiful bit of kit. Yeah, I've yet to master them. They are... I do like the articulated tractors as well for the same reason. So stick. Let's grab the... Yeah, the fence. We'll repair the fence. And yeah, I've had this. This was my lead tractor on Riverbend Springs for an awful long time. Well, I think it was 181, so it might have been a different pack. Yeah, it could have been 180. Yeah, it was 180, 181 horsepower was the top of its tree, and we were stuck with that for a long time, where we didn't have any bigger tractors for a long time. We managed all right. We didn't. Our equipment was not ultra big for that very reason. Right. Let's see. Can you see either of them? And sell. Yes. Well, that's definitely making us a bit of cash. Let's grab this. I think I repaired that, didn't I? That was the one thing we did do, I think. We'll have a look in a minute as we grab it, and because we might not escape from this forecourt for the rest of the winter if that actually hits. Yeah, that's definitely repaired. Yeah, I actually remember it was quite a lot cheaper than I expected it to be. Yeah, the repair costs. I was thinking when I saw it, I thought, oh, now that was quite cheap. Then yeah, snow is stopping me turning properly. Yeah, it's weird with the designs of sheds, isn't it really? This kind of shed could do with having a back and a front that's open with like a wall in the middle. Would probably be the perfect shed for this depth. It's totally... The depth is wasted due to the fact you could fit at least 2 or 3 things in it, at least 2 fairly long things, or medium things, 1 very long thing. Obviously that's the trade-off though, because you could need a couple of bays that you want to be big, or like straight throughs, and then the other half of the shed you could want little bays. Now I think Black Sheep Modding for that, their one in FS19 and 22 was the best shed I've ever seen, because its design was clever, very clever. Right, so then did we... Yeah, I can always confuse myself. No, that's right, we are out now. Straw, we could probably do another load of straw as well. Now we should find we have some TMR of our own, so we should be able to back all the way over there, which is a bit more of a faff, but nevertheless it's not that big of a thing when you consider some people have to go an awful long way for their... So I've got to be honest though, this is true to real life. I've got a farm just past it on the way to Sheffield, and it's got loads of little silos where obviously they store all of this type of... Ooh, yeah, loads of this type of stuff. I thought we would... No, it's definitely filled. Nearly. Wow, that's a bit... because I think it's because I'm on the edge. Right, TMR. We only need 1, I think, because we're actually... yeah, not too terrible. Oh, of course, that's why we've got... yeah, I'd forgotten we've been tipping a bit of straw in there. 202,000 litres of TMR. Yeah, and now this doesn't make as much as the bigger one anyway, so it's more of a chugger anyway, so it might not be that it's run out, although it could have done. It may just be the fact that it's... yeah, it's also, we have more than one tractor, we can actually do more than one job at one time. We just don't want to use the telehandler. I'm terrible. I am got to get better at that. I like showing people more of the detail on the tractors. I'm a terror for being at like 9 million miles out. A slight exaggeration, but yeah, it definitely could do with being a bit closer. A little bit closer than that, I think. Oh, we also, yeah, I've also, oh yeah, I was forgetting. Obviously, since Braven made the mod that keeps you on keep to be default, it doesn't spawn anymore until you tell it to spawn. So, right, let's have a look. Fantastic. Right, let's have a look. How are we actually doing inside? We haven't really looked and peeked to see how well we're actually doing with this, because we've switched everything on. So milk and milk bottled is at the, why is it done them separately? It's very slow. It is. This is a bionic as well, actually, so that's a not cheese. Oh my life, that's so painful. Really is. Wow, we've been doing that a few months. I've only got 960 litres. I'm glad we're doing it as 1,000 litres at a time. But 6,241, so just one section. Wow. Yeah, I can see why I like me water buffaloes, because, I mean, I've got to be honest, we've got quite a herd. Yeah, 67 milkers. That's, yeah, not, I mean, the milk's going up, but it's not doing a lot with it. Yeah, it's, I mean, I'm not impressed with the cycles. I'm gonna have to check this against me, because it doesn't seem to be terribly doing a cracking job, really. I mean, the cheese is 1.5 tons, which would produce 1 ton. So that doesn't seem terribly right, because I'm sure we've had this more than 1 month, and that's like not working properly. So yeah, it is weird. Right, anyway, we've done the animals. We've checked the sales, and we made a fortune. We really did. So let's go through till February morning. I'm just trying to get through the winter. Maybe a bit of a longer session than I would have liked it to have been, but yeah. If it's too long, I'll split it, because it's been mainly chatting. Mainly me yakking, as the Australians would say. Yeah, I think we'll leave it February, and then we'll start the... oh, wow. Oh, my life. Blizzard, that's mega bad. It is, actually. Yeah, that is very, very bad. Oh, now that's going to be useful. Header, 6 meter. Oh, is that, I've been a bit bigger for that. Yeah, I think we'll... They're very good value, though. Very good value. No, we will leave it, but that we will definitely go for. I'm not sure about the colour. Similar to mine. We will buy it no matter what. If we could do the decent side, we might buy one of mine as well. That ought to make a good top tractor. Wood. Oh, it's 313 already. Wow. Now, you don't often get that. No, I don't. I'm not a massive fan of that. Oh, my life. What on earth is that? Oh, has this not got a front? Oh, it has. Fantastic. Yeah, I mean, you can cheat a little. We'll keep it as standard colours. So 313 horsepower tractor for 99,000. Wow, we're doing well on the 99,000 majiggies, aren't we? This is quite amazing. I love the tyres. They are something special. Yeah, love it. Fantastic. So we will say no to that, and I think we'll leave it at that. Yeah, so that is amazing. Tractors, the team is blossoming. I don't think we need an awful lot more, if I'm honest. I think with what we've got now, we've got like a deluge of tractors. So I was going to try, so it seems highly appropriate that we go grab the big blue. We could also grab that too. Yeah, how much is mine? I'm just thinking of doubling up and actually grabbing another one. I did say this about having a team of tractors for your rollers, because if you're going to do rolling, you've got to hit it hard and fast, really, I think. So if we've got a 12 metre, that's not much. Yeah, it's a bit more than that would be. So we could actually go... Yeah, the other one that's very good value is the Osdoken 9.5, 12. That's almost unbeatable. But I'm thinking we'd want 12 meters, is what I'm thinking. Oh, that's 12.3. Oh, no, so's that. Yeah. So that would actually match, and it's not too terrible. We could afford it. Oh, there's the BC Bueller one as well, but mine's a lower horsepower because that is a bit of a beast, but it's a very reasonable beast. Right, I think we will do that, but for now, let's just get this gone, and yeah, we will be doing the roll-in, and I hope you remember, because anybody who's watched Let's Plays knows that I'm a bit of a terror for forgetting the roll-in, because it's not a habit anymore. I don't always do it, because the equipment's expensive, it takes a while. If you've got like 6 fields to do, it really takes some doing, so let's get these 2 repaired. Well, we could have had 2 terribly tiny headers over the winter. It's totally random. You never know what you're going to get. You could have got 16 meters or anything like that, but we didn't. Oh, wow. I do like the wheels on that. They are really something special. Oh, try to take out the hedge. Right, so we are at 616,107. We are trying to go through the winter, but it may be that we don't manage it. And you wonder why I turned traffic off. You absolute... Yeah. Do you know, seriously. Right, indicate. Can't call other people for bad habits and then do them yourself. So we have a roller for a change, although I have had rollers many times, sometimes forgotten to use them. Yeah, that's on me. Right, so then, yeah, so I think we'll buy a second one so that we can do it with like 25 meters or 2 fields at a time, so as it's not like going to take forever. We will. Seemingly we will not do this properly. Fantastic. I'm going to look, I really do think that is very, very snazzy. So yeah, New Holland has joined the team. Excellent. Right, so then, yeah, no, that's what I was going to try to do. I wanted to just have a bit of a Taz with the... I'm sure this actually... No, wrong tractor. Although I'm quite sure it could just about manage. But yeah, I really wanted to try this by Tethys Saturn. Oh, I thought, why is it not attaching? Because you're a million miles away, that's probably why. So then we need, now which I think it would be the... Now I think this allows you to do this. There's a sort of a cheat. For those who remember, there was a cheat for this. Let's just quickly rub him out of the way a little bit. So, how do we need to do... Yeah, we need to feed quite a lot. There's 30 odd tons down this time. I just want to check to see if this has a plan. I know it's going to like moan and say we can't plan yet, but that's... it's not about that. It's more about can it plan. I think it does. Now this would be the cheapest, but it did allow you to... Yeah, it's an awful lot cheaper than seeds, but you can actually do that. which we will be doing that as well, but it's the poplars I'm more interested in at the minute. Yeah, there used to be the trick of, obviously, you could sort of sit there all day and change the poplars to seeds and expel them, but giants have since this no longer expels, or it didn't last time I checked. There was no... Yeah, you can't actually chuck the seeds out anymore. It's like not allowed, so that has been closed. I just want to check because it's built in. I mean, it looks like it's got a plough, but I'm almost sure that this is right. I'm not sure if it's still going to mow, but I think it'll still let me rip the grass up. I think. So let's have a go. So poplars is what we want, but we are also going to do spuds as well. Yeah, being as we've got this beautiful thing. But the only bad thing is we're going to have to wait, because it's going to be all about this, or two of the fields are going to be all about this. So, unfold. We know we can't actually plant. We know you're going to moan at us. We just want to see, can we actually plough it? Do you have to turn allow create fields on? I think it does it itself. I don't think there's any... Yeah, I think it's... I'm sure it has a plough, but I might be wrong. I know... no, I'm sure I ploughed with this. It may be that it's all tied in together, though, as well. And that it actually does it... So we might not know until next month. We know it can't. We're not that daft. We just, yeah. So, do we risk it? Because it's going to slow us down a bit, isn't it, really? I think we're going to grab the plough. And we're going to plough that in readiness. Oh, we can swap our fields around. It's not the end of the world, but... let's grab our old lead tractor, the 210. We've got 180 that's close to it as well. I know, yeah. No, it's already been a long session. Yeah, no. It's just... Yeah, I don't want to make it a super long session. Let's just grab that plough and start this ploughing with a standard worker. And then next session, it shouldn't take too long. We'll go through the last month to March, do any feeding and all that. Well, we've got to feed as well in February because we've not done that yet. Oh, saving. Yes, it'd be nice to... Yeah, the one thing I'm going to do... Obviously, I know we've sold at the old price, but I'm going to knock down the price of the self-marketing to 33%. The only bad thing is it does make it harder at the end of a Let's Play, because it was always nice and easy to work out how much you were earned, because you just added 50%. Now I need to add 33% on, which is a bit more... Yeah, I mean... To challenge Mr. Smith's brain on mathematics is easily, yeah. Oh, hang on a minute. I'm going to say you shouldn't need allowed create fields, really, because you're it's grass. And also it can rip a lot on the edge if you do it, so, right, that's working. Fantastic. Right, so this is almost ready. Yeah, I love the way that it still remains as sugarcane, but it will plant. Right, so I'm going to leave it there. All that remains to be said is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey. And I'm going to say goodbye for now.